Bring the warmth of nature indoors with country dining room ideas. The dining room is often considered the heart of the home, where family and friends gather to share a meal and conversation. Infusing your dining space with a cozy, inviting country style can transform this essential room into a warm, welcoming retreat. From natural materials to vintage accents, there are many ways to embrace the charms of rustic decor while still retaining a refined and elegant aesthetic. Read on for some wonderful country dining room ideas to make your space feel straight from the pages of a charming home and gardens magazine. Choose natural textures and materials. The hallmarks of country style are natural textures and organic materials that bring the outdoors in. Weathered woods, woven rattan, wrought iron, and stone are perfect for creating a room with rustic appeal. Consider using reclaimed wood planks for your dining table or buffet. Opt for rattan dining chairs with woven seats in a natural finish rather than stained or painted wood chairs. Bring in touches of stone and iron with accessories like a stoneware vase or an iron candle holder. Don't be afraid to mix and match materials. The varied textures are part of the cozy charm that makes a space feel welcoming. Incorporate vintage finds. Vintage and antique pieces feel right at home in a country dining area. Score flea markets, antique shops, or online retailers for fabulous secondhand finds. An old stained wood buffet with glass cabinet doors makes a marvelous display for treasured dishware, or freshen up a salvaged farmhouse table with a new finish and use it as your dining table. You can pick up one-of-a-kind unique items like a sculptural iron chandelier or a set of mismatched antique dining chairs to add character. If you can't find true antiques, purchase new furniture and decor designed with a well-worn vintage look and feel. Rustic and natural wall treatments. The walls provide the backdrop for your country dining room. To enhance the natural rustic style, consider wood plank walls or panels, textured wallpaper, or even exposed brick. Neutral, earthy tones like beige, brown, tan, and cream work well. For more color, look for wallpaper with subtle organic patterns like leaves or flowers. Use brown suede drapes or natural linen curtains to soften the windows. Handmade macrame wall hangings or wreaths made from grapevines, twigs, or dried florals can inject charming country flair. Warm, inviting paint colors. While you can't go wrong with neutral wall colors, don't be afraid to embrace some warmer, cozier hues that evoke the countryside. Think buttery yellow, rich mossy green, warm terracotta, or inviting tan. Deeper shades like barn red and hunter green also pair beautifully with natural wood and iron accents. Creamy off-whites and soft tops make nice compromise if you want lighter walls but with a hint of color. Paint or stain the ceiling beams a bright white to contrast with darker wall colors. The possibilities are endless for making your dining space feel welcoming. Rustic wood furnishings. Wood furnishings are a must for achieving farmhouse dining decor. A natural wood dining table is the perfect foundation. Consider a plank top table, trestle style, or even a harvest style table with turned legs. Match with woven seat dining chairs, a pine buffet, or even a carved log bench. Distressed, stained, or whitewashed finishes complement the country look. For a more refined take, look for carved wood furnishings with elegant turnings or Queen Anne style legs, copper pendant lights, wrought iron candlesticks, and vintage furnishings add striking accents. Cozy textiles. Layer your country dining room with natural fabrics and textiles to enhance the welcoming charm. Jute or sizzle rugs work nicely underfoot, perfect if you have little ones or pets. For windows, pick gingham or burlap curtains or use simple linen panels. Drape a vintage quilt over the bench seat or chair backs. Add handmade cotton or linen napkins and tablecloth for an authentic touch. Use woven basket chargers and natural fiber placemats to set the table. Throw in a hardy table runner down the center for a pop of color and texture. Rustic and farmhouse accessories. Don't forget the accessories and finishing details that make a rustic dining space special. Wrought iron candlesticks with beeswax tapers illuminate the table beautifully. Display favorite platters or crockery in open shelving or a vintage hutch. Gather wildflowers or dried botanicals from your garden and display them in stoneware vases or pitchers. Use burlap bunting or a chalkboard for labeling table seating. Little touches like wine caddies, bread baskets, and terrariums dotted around provide rustic flair. Infuse charming country details. It's the little details that make a country dining area feel special. From the lighting fixtures to the wall decor, find ways to infuse charming accents. Forged iron lanterns, sculptural antlers, and pendant lights immediately capture attention. Display your vintage dish collections proudly in cabinetry or on ledges. Fresh wildflowers or herbs in a tin jug make simple yet beautiful arrangements. Framed botanical prints, photographic landscapes, and pressed leaf designs enrich walls. Collected pieces like old windows, shutters, and door wreaths add individual personality, create an inviting breakfast nook. For smaller home dining areas, create a cozy breakfast nook wrapped in charm. Choose a round pedestal table or salvage farm table that fits perfectly in the space. Add 2 chairs slipped in vintage fabric or fitted with soft cushions for comfort. Surround windows with gingham curtains. Use whitewashed plank walls or wallpaper with cottage motifs. Include wall shelves for displaying cherished mugs, platters, or cookbooks. A braided wool rug warms the floor. Top with a calm painted ceiling and a simple iron pendant light. Mix old and new. Don't feel like your country dining space needs to be filled exclusively with antiques. In fact, mixing old and new elements creates dimension and visual interest. Pair that farmhouse dining table with sleek modern chairs. Display vintage transferware platters in a contemporary hutch. Use traditional candlesticks and rustic table linens on a clean-lined table. The juxtaposition of aged and modern feels fresh and inviting while still embracing the charms of country style. Embrace eclectic style. While some spaces follow a clear design style, don't be afraid to embrace eclecticism in your rustic dining area. Mixing not only eras but also varying aesthetics makes for a collected country room rich with personality. Include architectural salvage touches like worn shutters but contrast them with elegant furnishings. Pull colors from antique rugs or quilts to guide your palette. Gather favorite pieces from your travels like sculptures or tapestries. The blend of vintage and worldly treasures results in a comfortable, inviting space. Create cozy nooks. Country dining rooms often feel welcoming partially due to their small, intimate scale. But even in a spacious area, you can still achieve a cozy ambience. Create defined nooks and sitting spaces within the larger room for a layered, multifunctional design. A pair of club chairs near a fireplace or bookshelves makes for a perfect reading spot. A farmhouse sofa facing the windows could provide additional casual seating, or place 2 wing-back chairs next to each other with a side table for an intimate conversational area. Vignettes of furniture in addition to the dining setup add functionality. Infuse nature's beauty. Since country style celebrates natural materials and organic textures, you'll want to bring those motifs into the decor. Frame vintage sea catalog pages or pressed flower art. Use tableware and linens patterned with florals and botanicals. Incorporate wood and stone touches along with metal and woven accents. Display collected pieces from nature like bird nests, antlers, or dried flowers. The dining table itself can reflect nature's beauty by choosing a plank top, live edge, or organic shape. Wine bottles wrapped in birch bark look rustic and fun. Create striking focal points. Every country dining space needs a strong focal point to draw the eye and provide visual impact. This can be anything from a statement light fixture to a dramatic piece of antique furniture. For example, make a rugged wood trestle table the center of attention, or showcase a collection of vintage crockery in a cabinet. Choose an oversized iron chandelier as the striking visual element. You could even use an architectural feature like an exposed brick wall or natural stone fireplace mantel as the beautiful focus. Layer in additional country charms around the focal point. Welcome guests with charm. Your country dining room should delight and welcome family and friends the moment they step inside. Greet guests in a gracious foyer with natural accents like a jute area rug, whitewashed console, and vase of wildflowers. Adorn the dining room entry with an artfully draped quilt and rustic shutter wreath. Set the table with careful place settings including handwritten name tags. Fill the space with warm lantern light, fresh florals, and grazing boards or appetizers atop vintage cake stands. Your guests will immediately feel the cozy, inviting magic of the countryside.